guys, my name is Sierra. If you don't already know me, I'm just putting up a quick video. I'm supposed to be heading out the house, going to the movies. I was invited last minute by my boyfriend out to the movies. But this video is about getting through the holidays and coping with losing a loved one, and sometimes just not the easiest thing to do. So if you don't know me personally, a snapshot of my story is my mom passed away 4 years ago from lung cancer. After that, I did buy my house and move into my house alone. That was my go-to person. The one person that I can always depend on and that always had my back. So, and I guess just a little background as far as why Christmas is harder on me than a lot of other holidays. Thanksgiving, don't really care about Thanksgiving. That changed a lot years ago after my grandmother passed. So I was kind of used to the change already, kind of adjusted to Thanksgiving is, yeah, whatever. But Christmas was my mom's favorite holiday. I'm pretty much at the point of still being a Grinch, unfortunately, of just not liking Christmas and I don't tell people Merry Christmas unless they tell me first. That's just where I am in my stage. I don't decorate, not even a little bit. I have no lights up. I have a glitter gold wreath that is non-holiday-ish. It's just gold. Can keep that up year round. That shout out to Justine. Thank you so much. I did just put that up yesterday. But either way, to kind of dive into paying attention to yourself and looking at the signs and acknowledging what you're dealing with. I did realize yesterday that I do need therapy, so that's definitely on my list. As far as coping with the loss of my mom in particular, I was actually going to sign up for therapy for something else. My little short attention span that I kind of have going on there. But I do realize that I need to go for both and address both issues. I've noticed today that I've had a lot of anxiety about tomorrow. Sorry guys, I usually laugh and kind of smile to try not to cry. You know. I've noticed I've had a lot of anxiety about tomorrow being Christmas and being around my family. Because if you don't know me, you know, if you don't know me, let me let you know that I typically have traveled over the past few years. I think that first year I was home with my family and I had to leave early. I couldn't take it. That's all I could think about was my mom and her not being there, and I couldn't enjoy my time with my family. In the moment, I had to go. I couldn't do it. I did try it that first year, and every year after that, I always traveled. So this is my first repeat year of being home, being in Georgia, and I'm not dealing with this very well. I haven't taken it well. I've done absolutely nothing today other than snack, and I probably took 5 naps today. And like I said, you know, it's your journey and your process is about learning yourself and paying attention to yourself and looking at the signs. I see it, I acknowledge it. Now it's just time to do something about it. Everybody is different and how they cope and deal with things. Me personally, which is something I learned before she passed away, but after she was diagnosed, all I wanted to do was take a trip. Let's go. Hey, Ma, let's go here. And she's like, no, you know, I don't want to be away from home. And I'm just like, I don't want to be at home. But she kind of called me out on that aspect of that's how you cope and that's how you deal with things. And that's something that has stuck with me that I guess I didn't realize or didn't notice about myself. Um, that's my coping mechanism. Sometimes, like when I'm really stressed, if I'm going through a lot, or just not, you know, not wanting to be present in the moment. I prefer to distract myself and go on trips and go on vacations. My Christmas, my last few Christmases have been great as far as traveling and snow tubing, and the new tradition that my boyfriend and I kind of came up with was going to Tennessee and going to Wilderness at the Smokies and being able to enjoy the indoor water park the day of Christmas, and they have snow tubing downtown, and just it's great. But due to the way the schedule fell this week with my day job, I was stuck here. So I worked the next day. You have to be up at 4:30 in the morning. So fortunately, traveling didn't work out for me this year, which is forcing me to cope and deal differently than what I would normally choose to do. So I did come up with a list of things that I'm going to do differently and that I would like to change. I did mention seeing a therapist. That is definitely at the top of my list now of doing that, and getting professional help to work through this situation, because I clearly can't do this by myself. I think I'm starting to realize that after 4 years. It doesn't matter where you are, even if it's 10 years in. If it's this year fresh, just do what's right for you, because nobody's going to take care of you like you. And one of the things that I wanted to do for Thanksgiving but didn't work out for me was volunteering. My mom brought me up on, I was raised on volunteering and giving back, and spent a lot of Saturdays at church, and spent a lot of days with the Federal Reserve and doing hands-on Atlanta activities around the city with them. Oh, just over the years in my life, So that's one of the things I would like to get back to. It didn't work out for me for this Thanksgiving because I waited to last minute to sign up, and all the slots were full, so I was really disappointed about that. So clearly putting forth an effort of planning is a big deal, and just setting stuff in stone and having your mindset and making it happen and coming with a plan versus just freestyling it, and it may not work out how you want it to. Even though it's no guarantee that it'll work out how you want it to if you plan it, but it's more likely to work out. One of the other things that's on my list is to start back writing, journaling. I used to do that a lot when I was younger, several years back. I have stuff that I would write about and read back, and you could see the growth. You could see where your mind was X amount of years ago, and to see that you're no longer in that place. It's a great tool to use that's free, and it also helps you to get things off your chest, because I'm not the most comfortable with just picking up the phone and call me. You know how people say, call me if you need anything, and it's like, sure. Okay. My boyfriend's calling me. I'm supposed to be at his house, and I'm over here filming this video. I'm sorry, babe. I'm coming. I just really need to get this off my chest, but just if I can help one person to let them know that it's okay and to work at their own pace, then I will feel like this video was worth it. Was worth me putting out and putting myself out there. And just, man. I know it's hitting hard because I'm doing something different than what I usually do, and I'm usually avoiding it, or just, I prefer to act like Christmas doesn't exist. For each person, their holidays are different. that bothers them the most, or you know. Um, but my message to you is to do what's best for you. Work at your own pace. And don't let the pressures of your family and the people around you to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. Do what feels right. If skipping out and feeding the homeless and not being there is better for you, do that. If skipping out on vacation altogether and taking trips and being out of town, or on the beach, wherever, doing whatever, do that. Do what's best for you. I do definitely recommend incorporating journaling. And like I said, don't sit there and just assume that you can do everything alone and do everything by yourself. Get help. Get help. Address the issue. And take care of you. That's all I have to say. Bye, you guys. Happy holidays.